What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are down at our main shop. Behind me here I have our new loader to us. It is not brand new. This is a 2015 926M, and a few weeks ago I started working on this, and the plan was to replace the two front fenders. If you saw that video, you know I ran into an issue with the bolts that hold the fenders to the brackets snapping inside the brackets, and we kind of called it quits that day. It was late in the afternoon and I did not want to stay here all night working on it, and obviously it's not pressing. This machine has not moved at all in, I think that was like 2 weeks ago. So we didn't do anything else on it at all until then, except for the fact that Rodrigo pulled the entire fender off and got this new fender on. He ended up taking these 4 bolts out, bringing this into our shop, and where the bolts were snapped, these bolts were all snapped inside the tube in here. He ended up heating up a nut and welding, or not heating it up, but welding a nut to the broken bolts, and then he was able to thread them out. So he got them out. The only issue we're having now is this bracket is a little twisted and it's not lining up. You might remember that the old one right here had, I think it was 2 holes here, or maybe 1 hole. Either way, it was broken. We can look at it, we have it inside, and it was attached a different way than how it should have been. So this is a result of the guys that owned it before us with this tube not exactly lining up. So we have to do something to address that, but also the welded nut is no longer on there either. So you can see every other one has welded nuts everywhere on that tube, and obviously we don't have one there. So I think what we're going to do is either try and twist that tube up a little bit, put a longer bolt through it and suck it in with the nut on the back, or we'll just drill another hole right through here and not even worry about bending that tube up. But we do have to address a hater real quick before we start working on this machine. One guy commented on that video with about, I don't know, 15 laughing emojis, telling me that I should have moved the machine in order to give myself room to work. For the record, I am 6'1". I weigh about, I don't know, 165, 170 pounds. I'm a pretty skinny guy. I don't know if you can tell. I don't know if the camera is making me look fat. But when we're over here working, I have this much room next to me, this much room in between the tire, and also I have all of this room to work. I don't know how much room you think I need to slide a fender off. I have more than enough room. Obviously I'm not even touching this truck or the tire as I walk through here. So maybe you're obese and you wouldn't fit here, but this is actually quite a bit of room. There's probably 4 feet here, and then also once you're over here you have a ton of room to stand here. I'm not touching anything. My shoulders aren't touching anything. If anything, my back is hitting this, and that's going to be there whether this machine is inside or not, or even in the middle of the parking lot, whatever. But to make you happy, we are going to pull this machine inside our shop where there is plenty of room to work on it. So I've warmed it up. Let's bring this inside and we'll make sure that there is a ton of space around both of the fenders for the rest of this video. All right, is everybody happy with how much space we have here? I'll give you guys a little walk around just to make sure that we have enough room to work on this machine in here. So if you're not happy, leave a comment down below, let me know. Nice, 4 for 4 with no broken bolts. I wish I had some room to work here. Who put this machine in my way? I should have parked this somewhere where there was room to work. Wow, it's so much easier when I have room to work. All right, got the Fender on this side mounted. Rodrigo has the other one over here. He's throwing the mud flap on right now. We had, where'd it go? We had this piece mounted to it. This is like a front mud flap here. It kind of sits up inside there, but being that we have snow tires on this machine, we're thinking that is the issue. This mud flap is rubbing on the tire, and there's a good chance that that's the reason the other mud flaps cracked, or the other fenders cracked with all of the pressure. These tires are a little bit bigger than your factory tire, so we decided that we are not going to run these little front mud flap pieces and risk damaging it. There's no reason for us. This machine is not going to go on the roads or anything like that, so we don't really need it. One other thing we are doing, both sides, these fender flares here are cracked. So this one, all the mounting spots, besides these, those look good. This one, obviously, they have some sort of custom washer there, and then it's all split over here. But the other one has the same exact issue. I'll show you real quick. This one's pulled off completely. So, completely damaged. We are, well, I actually just got off the phone with Caterpillar, but we have new ones on order. They will be here maybe Tuesday next week. So once they're in, I'll pick them up, and then we can button this machine up. But that is pretty much it for this one. If you guys have any questions or comments, definitely leave them down below, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Hope you guys enjoyed it. See you guys next time. Peace.